Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great pleasure to deliver this greeting. I'm very happy that the education plays such a key role in your celebration of Finnish migration over the last 150 years. It was particularly fascinating to hear that as many as a third of the residents of the Minnesota have roots in the Nordic countries. We should develop our partnership on the basis of such a strong common roots. I might even go so far as saying that our common roots are probably one of the important issues to do cooperation together. Finland is known throughout the world for its excellent standards in the education. We are always asked, what is the secret of our first-rate education so far? There is no simple answer. You might imagine how many times I'm asked, what is the secret of Finnish education? And because education is just part of the wider social construct, it must be said that it is all about the commitment. Education is an element in our culture and one of our national values. Nevertheless, I will briefly mention a few key factors. First of all, we believe that an education system of constant quality and which is available to all produces the best possible outcome. Finnish children and the young people receive the same high quality education wherever they live in the country and regardless of what their family's socio-economic background is. Secondly, we think that by delegating responsibility for the organization of learning to those close to the pupil, the best learning outcomes are achieved. For example, local actors are largely entrusted with responsibility and the power of the school curriculum. And this even extends to teachers themselves. There are, of course, common national objectives, but we rely a good deal on professional skills of the teachers to achieve them. This brings me to the third point I would like to mention. In Finland, the profession of teachers is valued, and only around 10% of all applicants are admitted to the training program. Teachers graduating from universities are the best of the best. They know how to turn their university level pedagogical studies into the practice in the classroom. A recent study by the OECD suggests that the staff of the schools in Finland share a common view about school attendance and learning. There is an open debate going on about the difficulties they encounter at the work, and the colleagues show mutual respect. The result of all this is that the staff see their school as a good place to work, and teachers would also choose the profession of teacher if they had to choose a career again. Fourthly, I would like to raise the subject of the capacity for renewal. Even a good education system is never complete. So many people think that it is easy to be a minister of education here in Finland because we have a good education overall. But in fact, we in Finland have always been very critical about our system, even when we have excelled with the first places in the international comparisons. It is only through constant self-criticism that we can guarantee a top quality education system now and also in the future. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when and what? The many questions are at the air. The question is that how can we develop the education today? What are our greatest challenges at the present, and how should we respond to them? I will mention two: the prevention of exclusion among the young and the deployment of the new learning methodologies in schools. Well, let's get started with the fact that Finland is a small country. The population is about the same as that for Minnesota, at around 5.5 million. There have always been various explanations for Finland's success story. A first-rate and a free education system has allowed us to exploit the country's entire reserves of talent. Now, however, it would seem that every year we lose thousands of young people who, after 9 years of compulsory schooling, cannot find a place on future education courses or a job. The Finnish government is committed to raising the national school leaving age from 16 to 17. Our aim is to hold on to all those young people who are at that tender age, to lower the risk of exclusion significantly. I'm looking forward to the lively debate on this matter in the Finnish Parliament this autumn, and probably you have followed the discussion already so far, so I can guarantee that this is a big issue, and I definitely believe that it is worth to do. The second challenge we have relates to the extent to which children and the young people enjoy school and cope with the chances of today. Learning and teaching methods have altered astonishingly little in schools over the past few decades. Introducing new learning methods in the school will help narrow the technical gap that exists today between school children's leisure time and their days at the school. Furthermore, digital learning content at the same time requires teachers who are able to provide support to each pupil's learning in best possible way. Digital solutions are therefore not intended to replace teachers in any respect whatsoever. They are needed to help our children to be more motivated to learn today with the new technology. You here are all worth your weight is a gold as far as Finland is concerned. All of you with family ties and other connections with Finland and Finland's friends, and you make the best ambassadors for Finland. On behalf of Finland, I would like to thank you. Thank you, all of you, for the work you have done, and wish in particular to thank those of you who have helped to organize the FinnFest event this year and on previous occasions. FinnFest is a fine tradition. Long may it continue. Thank you very much and have a good summer.